just working on this, but the rope is about to break here and it's getting a worse spot there. Down here is all right, but them two spots right there, it's gonna break right there any day now. So I went and emptied the fuel out of it. Now, I know I've got to take some of these off, which is these little stars right here. What is that, a star? T25 it says. And then some of these smaller ones, which is probably T20. Got to pull this off to get to this. For people that wonder. It'll work. It'll work. It is bigger, but it'll still work. Now this, I'm sure holds that shaft on right there. Yep. You know, I can put that back for now. Just to hold itself in place, see. Now I need to take these 4 off. Well, 3. There's 1 under the bottom, 2 up top. Now, looking down in here, I discovered that it's a T20 right there. Okay, now if you try to turn it, it's going to try to turn with you. See? See, holding that don't matter because it's a clutch. So we need a way to bind the engine up. So, I'm going to pull the spark plug out and run some string down in there. I'm not a fan of doing it that way. That's the way you're supposed to do it, but I'm not a fan of it because I always worry about it hitting the valve or something. Now all I'm doing is going through the spark plug hole here. Okay. Into the piston. Keep pushing. Of course you don't want to put it all in there. You want to save enough to where you can pull it back out when the time comes. The ideal is that it'll come up and bind up on the head. In case you're wondering what I'm doing it for. Okay, so I've got this piece of rubber with this on here, and it's in the bind of with the rope. Okay, I got it. It broke loose. A washer goes up under it. All right, so now you can finally take this off. So I've taken screws off on the back. And we've got some more on the front. Alright, so here we go. There's the coil if you need to get it. Anyway, so there's that. Now, the spring part is in here. The part we've got to get to is in here. Is it actually easier to go from this side? Looks like it is. Let's see. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. I've got to get string in that. Gonna set it to be able to bite that. Now you can't bite too hard because you can't damage these teeth on this, because that's what actually makes that work. So, get it where we want it. Have it bite. We want it to bite in such a way that like right here. See, now it can't come back. Now right here's the part where people's wondering why I don't just take the couple of screws out and lift the spring and all out. Well, I could do that, but if I can get it in there without releasing that spring, I'd rather not deal with the spring if I don't have to. And it also shows that it can be done without taking it all the way out. What we're looking at is right in here. So there's the knot. Got some needle nose pliers in there, needle nose vice grips I should say, that I could probably get a hold of that with and pull it out of there. Okay, see the little knot? Okay, so I've got some of this blue hawk string. Costed a whole lot less than, costed $6.50, but it costed $7 to get the official, well, official universal string. It's not even official, but you get about 5 feet of that. Of course, you get a handle. You don't get a handle with this, but this is 50 feet. Now, is it the exact thing to use? Nope. Will it work? Yep, and that's what we need. Something that'll work that's pretty cheap. Now, here's the end of our string. Let's get the lighter here and let's heat it up. Make it pointy. Okay, this should go without saying, but that heated string can burn your fingers. Notice I have gloves on? Make it all hold together. We know that this needs to go this way. We're going to make the knot at the end of that after we go all the way through all this. So we're going to put this on first. This is going to go into the crank. So then we got to put the little spacer on. It's going to be needed. Now we've got this, okay? Now I can see it up in there. You probably can't. It's like, do you really want to know? Do you really want to know how much of a pain I can be? No, I don't. Okay, now the problem is the knot. We've got to make the tiniest knot in the universe and still be able to get it back up in there. So, because we can't have it coming apart on itself. If I melted it, it probably wouldn't stay there. Okay, that's where the knot would need to be. But getting it in there, we got to get it over that, around the corner, and down into this little slot that it can reside in, right in there. There's a little slot down in there. But like I say, you have to get it over the corner to do it. So here we go. Here we go, moment of truth, folks. Will it go down there and over the corner, getting that little notch right there? Probably not, but we're gonna find out right now, folks. Oh, it did it. How it did it, I don't know, but it did it. It ain't all the way in there, but it's in there most of the way. Now we just gotta get it to go the rest of the way. We can't leave it like that, because if you leave it like that, it'll hit. It'll hit this outside ring. And we don't want that either. So we've got to get it to lay down in there somehow. And it is not wanting to lay down. This is why you can't use the big old nylon ropes, by the way. There we go. Because see, now I can let it pull. See, it's pulling in the slack. I'm guessing that's about all she has, huh? All right, let's see how much comes out then. Come on. Okay, so apparently that's about it. So then you take this, you put it back in place, right there. You bring your string on up here, and I just noticed it wound back up, so let me see what we got here. Alright, so it's in there. Now, here's the thing. Make sure you don't let go of it. Where's the knife? Because if you let it slip in there, then you're up the creek again. We don't want that. No, we do not. There's one tie, which is enough, but we're going to do two. Two knots. Now them knots will lay right down in there, see? Like that. Now, there we are. It's been restrung. So now we'll take this and undo it. Right here. Okay, here's that little bitty washer. Remember, it needs to go on here. So here we are. Got a brand new string. Red, matches the Troy-bilt. Choke. Did a few pumps. Now I don't have the end on it yet. Alright, choke. Put some fuel. Give it a couple of pulls.